Good morning, I'm Shawn Yao and this is One News Now. Private school group COCOPEA says that as much as 300,000 private school teachers have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. That is on top of the shutdown of some 800 institutions due to low enrollment turnout this school year. Speaking to One News's The Chiefs, COCOPEA Managing Director Joseph Noel Estrada says these elementary and high school private school teachers have been forced to take pay cuts or work under no work, no pay setup since March. Estrada added that these educators are now hoping to receive economic assistance from the government through the Bayanihan too. While COCOPEA itself is urging the Education Department to give them more breathing room to implement innovations amid the strict requirements for blended learning. Interior Secretary Ed Año believes that the long-prescribed 1-meter physical distancing is non-negotiable. Año stood firm on his position against reducing physical distancing in public transport, saying that opening the economy should not be at the expense of public safety from COVID-19. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III backed Año, saying that the 1-meter distancing has proven effective in preventing the spread of COVID-19 by as much as 81%. Duque added that the farther you go, the more you reduce the risk of infection. Although Palace spokesman Harry Roque made it clear that the new protocol stays until President Duterte makes a decision on the matter. The PCOO says that they will be ready to launch an information campaign on the distancing rule once the government finalizes policy. Meanwhile, MMDA General Manager Jojo Garcia recommends to either add more passengers or implement a fare hike to allow operators to continue their business. Speaking to 1PH sa Totoo Lang, Garcia said the IATF approved the reduced distancing protocol to help boost the economy. However, physical distancing limited the capacity of PUVs, which makes operators and drivers reluctant to ply the roads.
So kahit na
And the government is
nila,
also
dagdagan
planning
ng
to
public
reopen provincial
transportation
bus
para
routes from Manila within the month. And one trip that is very likely to resume operations first is the Manila to Davao route. To tell us how preparations are ongoing, we have Gemma Vansenia joining us live from Davao City. Hi, Gem. Are transport terminals there ready to start receiving passengers from Luzon?
Yes, Sean, the Davao City Overland Transport Terminal is already gearing up for the possible resumption of the Davao-Manila and vice versa bus trips. According to LTFRB Region 11 Director Armand Dioso, they already submitted their proposed guidelines to their central office after coordinating with Davao City's health and tourism offices. Govt Manager Isa Yusuf said the LGU might require some documents such as negative swab test results and travel authority for passengers coming from Luzon. They are also planning to open another bay on the southern part of the terminal to accommodate buses coming from Luzon. At present, the depot only serves passengers to and from Caraga region and travelers within Davao region. Routes going to Cotabato and Bukidnon are still suspended, and the LG has yet to allow the entry of commuters coming from Davao City. Sean, Davao City still has the highest number of COVID-19 cases here in Mindanao, with 1,615 total confirmed cases as of yesterday. Sean.
Right, Jem. So is the city government ready to accept travelers from Luzon that are not returning residents of Davao City? And will they be requiring, 72-hour swab tests, just like people who are taking domestic flights?
Yes, Sean, the Davao City LG is already receiving travelers coming from Luzon as long as they have the required documents such as the travel authority and negative swab test results. Sean.
Thank you so much for that update, Jem. Again, that was Gemma Vansenia joining us live from Davao City. We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. morning. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Quiapo Church officials are ready to face the investigation of the police Joint Task Force COVID Shield on the procession of the Black Nazarene last Monday. Parochial Vicar of the Minor Basilica, Father Douglas Badong, says they are willing to answer questions regarding the religious event. He says the church does not regret parading the image of the Black Nazarene, as the procession was meant to, quote, give hope to the people amid the pandemic. Police earlier said the motorcade, which drew hundreds of devotees, violated the ban on mass gatherings under GCQ or General Community Quarantine. Photos from the procession show that devotees failed to observe social distancing and even braved the rain to join the parade. Manila Police District Director Rolando Miranda already ordered the Quiapo Police to meet with parish officials to discuss possible violations of quarantine protocols. But Father Badong said they had asked permission from the LGU or local government prior to the event. He adds that church officials even sought assistance from the police to ensure that distancing measures were followed during the procession. And San Juan City is placing additional safety features for motorists, bikers, and other riders along Ortigas Avenue. That is on top of launching a new group to strictly enforce ordinances in relation to the COVID-19 pandemic. To give us the details, JC Cosico joins us live from San Juan. Good morning, JC. What is going on there? I see you're on the Ortigas Avenue. What safety devices were added over there and what are they for? Are they for bikers?
Sean, in a bid to protect the biking public of San Juan City, bollards were installed along the bike lanes in Ortigas Avenue. These safety equipment protected bikers from private vehicles and trucks that fly the city's streets. Many have opted to use bikes as other transport options, remain limited under community quarantine. The bollards are also reflectorized to provide protection to bikers even at night. Bikers and those with e-scooters also reminded to maintain the maximum speed limit of 25 kilometers per hour. Aside from bike lanes, the San Juan City LGU also installed motorcycle lanes adjacent to the bike lane. Sean, Mayor Francis Zamora will also lead the launching of the so-called bike patrollers. The group is set to enforce the city's novel ordinances, such as the wearing of protective equipment and the anti-speeding rule. The bike patrollers will also be issued body cameras for more accurate apprehension of violators. Back to you.
All right, JC, actually, I'm from San Juan, so I do see the bike lanes. They have already the yellow paint that, demarcates the bike lane. But are these actually usable? I haven't been out much, so I don't know if people actually already are allowed to use the bike lane. And our bikers, can they say, hey, this is our lane, get out of our lane?
Yes, Sean, these lanes can now be used, and again, bollards were installed for their safety. According to the San Juan PIO, about 3,000 more bollards will be installed in the streets of San Juan. Sean.
All right. Will there also be any penalties for motorcycles, bikes, or e-scooter rides who will pass through not their official lane? Meaning, if you're a bike and you pass through the car lane, or you're a car and you go and pass your right wheels over the bike lane.
Sean, we asked this question to the PIO earlier, and they told us that there are no fines for now for those bicycles and motorcycle riders who are going to ply the other lanes for them. Now, what is clear is that there are penalties for those private vehicles entering the bike and motorcycle lanes. Sean.
All right, just a one-way street right there. Thank you very much for that update from San Juan, JC Cosico. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.